What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Bendin Barbell's talk show. What is it, episode 6?
I think so.
I think it's episode 6. Today we wanted to do a little bit different, a little bit of MUKBUNG style. That shit's been like pretty famous lately on social media and whatnot. So we were like, we're hungry, let's talk about workout stuff while we eat. So today we got Dick's drive-through. It's a, I don't know, well, I'm sure you guys have mostly heard of it. It's a Seattle thing. It's like a Seattle In-N-Out, pretty much. But shout out to In-N-Out. It's my forever love. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely an In-N-Out forever guy.
I would definitely choose In-N-Out over pretty much every other kind of fast food place.
Right. So today we're gonna talk about our workout routine, like a daily to daily routine, and as well as what program we're doing right now. So go ahead, let's talk about Mitchell's program.
So the program I'm on right now is more of a strength program, and I just recently switched to it. And it's kind of been the same strength program I've been doing for the past year or so.
Okay.
It was made from one of my friends in Oregon who was kind of coaching a little bit, and he was kind of trying to testing out like different methods and styles. And then so it's just been the same program that I've been doing. I feel like it's been working for the most part. I've been feeling like a lot stronger, and he also gave me a hypertrophy program too.
Oh, nice.
So I could also build muscle and strength that way too.
That's good. I feel like that's important. Like hypertrophy, people can focus on their 1 rep max, but what actually essentially helps you out is working on the hypertrophy. You gotta build those muscle cells and the mass to actually be able to lift that. Yeah, granted there are small people that are like strong as fudge out there, but they're just probably the lucky ones. But
yeah,
you don't go to a strongman competition and this 180-pound guy is like lifting 500 pounds. You're not gonna, like bench pressing 500 pounds. You're gonna see them like they're big as fuck. Like they're like huge. Like guys that are weighing like over 200, 250 pounds, almost 300. So I think it's important. But so I'm glad that you're seeing result and it's making you stronger. I feel like that's the key to like making sure what workout works for you. The result.
I feel like with everyone, if you want to get stronger, you always have to change up your workouts because you have to.
I agree.
Everyone always thinks that you have to do like just strength programs where it's like 2 to 5 or 6 reps, but that's where you just build your strength. But to actually build muscle is more from like 5 to 10 reps.
Right. So real quick, we're eating our cheeseburger. This is just a simple cheeseburger to start off with. And this is some Nando's sauce. It's from England, but we got it here. It's really popular in Vancouver too for people that are like traveling from out of state or out of country that go there. They got really bomb chicken. So, but anyways, so yeah, you got to do a little bit of both.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So on your day-to-day base, you're going to the gym or you're planning to go to the gym. What does that consist of?
Well, I'll typically come straight out of class. I'll maybe try and get something to eat, like here and there, like maybe something small just to keep me, I guess, a little satisfied and a little bit full. And then, I'll just walk to the gym and then do my warm-up before my big compound lifts.
Okay. So give me an I think I've seen you warm up, but like for a bench, what's your warm up? What does that consist of?
I'll typically start warming up my shoulders, making sure like my shoulders are all loose, warmed up, and then I'll stretch like my triceps and also my chest too, definitely.
Okay.
What about you?
So real quick, backtracking. Currently, workout that I'm doing, so I'm just primarily focusing on the same workouts. It's like kind of what we just talked about. Yeah, you want to switch up your workout, but also don't switch it up so frequently that you're not able to work out in that routine for a long time. You know, don't
Yeah.
don't do like 5x5 for like a week and then switch over to like 4x2 or whatever. Like do 5x5 for like a good month or two. That way you kind of get that consistency, and then you move over to like a 4x4 or 3x4, something like that. So right now for the next 8 weeks, I have made this little it's more of hypertrophy, but my first workout on every part of my body, I have a heavy lift, right? So it's kind of like hitting my strength, also making sure I'm conditioned for that.
Yeah.
But the 90% of my workout is going to consist of hypertrophy. So just a lot of reps, very lightweight, you know. So you won't see me much like working out. I mean, lifting much of like heavy weights. Just trying to get my reps in. My reps consist of about 12 to 15, somewhere on there. 3 to 4 sets, depending if I'm supersetting it or not.
Okay.
So that's primarily what my workouts are going to be consisting of for the next 2 months. And then for day-to-day basis, for chest, if I were to warm up, I really like the bands. So I do like a lot of band, like just like activating it, like getting the warm up. So just like super stretching it, like you take the band and you just kind of contract your chest, and just, I mean, you know, don't go like too heavy bands, like too thick bands. Just like a light one, just kind of get your muscles all warmed up. And then you put it in the back and you kind of do flies with the band, you know, just like very, very lightweight type of bands.
Yeah, I mostly do the flies with the bands.
Yeah, it's just helps like stretch out or warm up your outer, like your lateral pecs, and it's really essential because you know that's what really helps you transition from this to your biceps and being able to push. So.
So what about warming up for like squats or deadlifts?
Ooh, that always takes such a long time for me. I think legs and deadlift. I definitely proceed with more caution, because I've hurt myself so many times. Benching I've never hurt myself. Deadlifting and squatting I've hurt myself so many times. So for squatting, I usually just do like body weight stretches in the beginning, or like warm ups. So I just do body weight squats. You know, try to go all the way down and like hold it there, stretch, and kind of like lean left to right while you're squatting.
Yeah. And
then I do like this side lunges.
Oh, okay.
Kind of almost like a crab walk, but you like go outside, you know.
Yeah.
And then also crab walking helps. I don't know if you tried it. Yeah. I mean, not crab, duck walk or
duck walk,
whatever. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's kind of like you squat and then you just kind of like walk.
Yeah.
It helps you like warm up your whole entire leg, because all that range of motion from squatting to like extending and then flexing again when you're walking, it really helps for me. And then I do this thing like where you like kick your leg like back and forth, just kind of like get the stretch. I don't know if you've seen me doing it. It's more of a stretch. Like you just kind of you kind of lean to the left side, whatever side you're not swinging your leg on, and then you just hold on to something and just like swing as much as you can to get all that flexibility.
Yeah.
To stretch that muscle out.
Would it like warm up your body too by doing that?
Yeah, I think it's more of the working to getting you warmed up for your flexibility. So when you're squatting, you know, sometimes when you just like squat, it just feels so tight when you're all the way down.
Yeah.
To kind of like get out of that little tight zone. It helps me with that. And then I do like sideways. So like first it's like front to back, and then the other one's like you kind of lean forward, hold on to something, and then you swing your whole leg like left to right.
Mostly to get like that hip.
Yeah, like the hip, your hip flexor. Actually, funny thing, my first squat injury was I really messed up my hip flexor.
Oh, really?
For like 2 months, I wasn't able to lift to my full capacity, and that was not fun, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Hip flexor it can hurt a lot.
I've been definitely adding more hip flexor stretches into my workouts, or before I work out and like into my warm-ups, because since squatting a lot and deadlifting a lot, especially sumo deadlifting a lot, it's just been really tight, especially on my left hip flexor.
Yeah, I tried sumo deadlifting stance. I don't know. To me, it's really hard. I don't know why people say it's easier. You can like lift more weights, blah blah blah. I think it's hard.
I think when you're getting started into just switching over to it, it's hard to get used to it. But once you've had like years of experience and like your form is like almost perfect and good,
So it'll be easier.
then it'll just be a lot easier. Because I think it's more of a they both sumo and conventional both use their glutes,
Right.
but it's just like certain muscles. I think sumo use more like leg muscles than your lower
Oh, for
back.
sure. Yeah.
So it'll help with the pull motion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think the last time we talked about deadlifting, you know, conventional versus sumo.
Mm-hmm.
I think we established that definitely sumo is more of, like leg driven, right? Whereas like conventional is actually both of your back and your legs.
Yeah.
I mean, not saying that sumo doesn't, you know, that it doesn't take your back or it doesn't use your back.
It's just more
Leg.
dominant.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, you see it too. I mean, like when you're in a sumo on your sumo stance, you're already like facing up. Your chest is all the way up. You know, you're just going upwards pretty much.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, anyways, so how do you warm up for your squats?
For squats and deadlifts, I will typically do like it's kind of like I'll have both my knees sit on both my knees and my feet,
Kind of like a prayer
and then
thing.
kind of like a prayer, yeah. And then I'll move my feet out of the way, and then I'll just try and sit back, sit my butt back onto the ground as far as possible, and then I'll just kind of sit there, kind of move to side to side, and then really stretch my quads. I don't really do much of hamstring stretches, which I actually should because you use your hamstrings for squats and deadlifts. I'll also do a lot of just hip flexor stretching. I'll have a lacrosse ball or like a tennis ball, and then I'll use it and I'll lay on it and I'll really pinpoint my hip flexors to stretch it. And then after doing that, when I warm up for my squats and deadlifts, my hip flexor wouldn't really be bothering me.
That's good. It's crazy for the longest time. I used to have back problem. Just in general. I mean, I still do, but it's not as bad as before. But I think it's because I had some people like at the gym look at my form and help me fix it, and it really helped. But I would have to use the baseball or the softball or like a tennis ball to always roll my back out because it would always hurt. It would be always tight.
Yeah.
Even after like good warm up, it's always like tight. But after rolling, definitely makes a big difference. I love rolling like my back, my legs. It hurts. It's like a good pain, you know, like a very satisfying pain.
I feel like when I squat and deadlift and I don't really stretch my hip flexors, it'll definitely bother me when I'm warming up. But after I'm done warming up and I'm in the middle of my sets, then it wouldn't really be bothering me as much. I feel like once I actually start my sets or get into like my first couple sets, then I'll feel more warmed up.
Yeah, that's true. I think that's like mostly for all people. I mean, that's how I feel too, honestly. You know, even when we're warm, like, you know, the first warm up set, like 135 or like the 45 plates, I don't feel like completely warmed up. You know, I feel warmed up. So, you know, if I were to do 275s, right, for my sets, I feel warmed up by the time I'm at 2 plate. So, like, I always have to, like, I can't jump from 1 plate to 2 plate.
Yeah.
I always do 1 plate. I do like a good amount of reps, but not too much to like not fatigue me out. I'll do that, and then I'll do 185. So I'll slap a 25 on, and then I'll do the same thing. And by the time I get to and then the next one I'll do 2 plate.
Yeah.
And then after the 2 plate, and I'm like, okay, I feel good now. That's always like when I'm like ready going up, and then I'll just jump to like 225. I mean, sorry, 275. So
I feel like I'll do all that, like everything like that, but then once I actually start my actual working sets, I still won't feel like really warmed up until like my last couple sets.
Damn.
then I'll be like, all right, I'm super warmed up, I'm ready to go.
But
then I'm already just like fucking tired.
So maybe when you make a workout, you should do like instead of 4 sets of 3, like 4 sets of 3, you should do a 6 set of 3. By the time you're on your last 2 sets, you're like, oh, now I feel good.
Yeah.
All right, so this one, we got the In-N-Out, not In-N-Out. I wish this was In-N-Out. We got the Dig Special. I think it's just a patty with lettuce and some mayo on it. No cheese. Lame.
Yeah. If only they have the 4x4 from In-N-Out.
Yo, game over.
You know, next time we do a mukbang, we should drive to like Oregon.
Oh hell no!
Go to In-N-Out. Get 4x4s.
Or we can make our own In-N-Out. I was talking to someone. I mean, I don't know how credible this source is, but they're saying like the In-N-Out and even Shake Shack is really good because when they're making their patties, they salt it really good. If that makes sense. That's why you feel that you get that taste, you know. And it's funny, like I was just in New York, and when I was eating the Shake Shack, I was like, "Yo, this is like good amount of salt. Like you could taste the salt, you could taste the flavor, you could taste the seasoning.
Like not too much.
But it's not too much.
Yeah.
I think it's the bun that cancels it out.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So
I really like In-N-Out because like they'll toast the bun too sometimes.
yeah, that's true. And man, they're freaking sauteed onions.
Oh, those onions are so bomb.
Game
I love
over.
those bomb onions.
So anyways, so what do you do after you go to the gym? Like, you know, you just worked out for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. You're feeling good. What's your routine look like?
So I'll do all my sets and everything. Since I'm doing some cardio just to like lose weight, I do like a light.
We're trying to lose weight, guys.
Not today. Today is a cheat day.
What? It's my regular day.
I'll typically do like cardio for 30 minutes and it's like super low intensity.
Oh, okay.
And
So
then,
just like, do you like walk the treadmill or?
Yeah, I'll walk at an incline on the treadmill for
Okay.
like 30 minutes. Typically 30 minutes like minimum.
It's funny. That workout is every like powerlifter's favorite cardio workout.
Yeah.
Because we hate cardio. Fuck cardio. Like, I hate cardio, but I will walk on an incline on a treadmill for 30 minutes and call it good. It's
just,
weird.
It's super, it feels super easy, but it's actually just working a lot. you
Right,
know?
yeah. Man, we're lazy.
For real. Yeah, I'll just do that. And then afterwards, sometimes I'll go get food from like the dining halls, or I'll just shower and then get food afterwards. Depending on if I feel really like gross and sweaty.
So he said dining hall, just for people that don't know. Mitchell here, he's still a student at CLU. So he just goes to the cafeteria at school. It's open till like really late, and he lives in a dorm. So
Well, it's actually open until like 8 on every day.
Oh, that's
until
it?
8, yeah.
the fuck?
So if I get out of class early and then I can work out before 8, then I'll typically go. But sometimes, or most of the time, I work out at 6 and I'll be done at 8.
Oh. Okay. And for me, I think I do cardio sometimes, but sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Just cardio right now. But for the most part, I really need to get better at stretching, like post-workout. Cause man, I feel it. I was telling Mitchell 3 days ago I'd hit legs after a week, cause I went to New York and I didn't really get to work out as much there. And right now, I am sore as hell. Like earlier this morning when I bent down to grab something from the floor, I'm pretty sure I like had a cramp session there. I was like dying. I was panting. I was like, yo, it is hurting so bad. It was just like right on my thigh area. So for lately, like my workout does consist of more of like flexibility and like working on my range of motion. So it's kind of like almost like a yoga session with weights.
Oh yeah, you've been doing some yoga classes, right?
Actually, I have like so I just found out. So my girlfriend bought Ali bought me a I don't know how to call it. It's kind of like a seasons pass, but it's not really. It's like a trial pass. And I just found out that I have 4 more sessions for hot yoga, so I'm definitely gonna utilize that. Because when I did yoga, it's about like a month ago. It really helped me. I really felt good.
Really?
Yeah, like low-key, I felt really good. I felt like I had a good flexibility. So I went 4 times, like a month ago. Not all at once, like every week, like for a month. I went 4 times. By my 4th class, I felt pretty flexible.
Really?
Like my first day, when I went, I was struggling. But my 4th day, I was like, yo, this is pretty cool. Like I'm trying to keep up, and I was able to keep up.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think that's something I definitely need to work out. But
How long?
Work on.
How long are those yoga classes? Usually.
The session is like an hour,
Okay.
but they like talk and shit. So like it takes like 40 minutes maybe.
Okay. Yeah. So 40 minutes of just like actual stretching then.
Yeah,
Damn.
literally from your head to your freaking little pinky toe. You like stretch everything. It's crazy though, but I love it. I definitely do recommend, especially for powerlifters.
Well,
Just
for
'cause
like anyone in general.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean just in general.
I feel like mostly powerlifters are the least flexible.
Because if you think about it, powerlifters, we work on our main huge muscles, so we don't work on our small muscles as much.
Yeah.
Whereas like people that are bodybuilding, they're working on every fucking muscle they got,
Yeah.
every fiber. So they're pretty like flexible for the most part. But for us, like we just keep doing this 3 like big movements.
Yeah.
You know, so we're not hitting that little spots in like like a bicep area or like a chest area.
And then for those compound lifts, like you only have like a certain range of motion you have to go,
Yeah.
especially for squats, because you just have to break parallel. And then so people
Oh,
are
yeah,
like,
hell
okay, as long as I'm at least flexible enough to break parallel, then I'll be fine.
Yeah.
But some of the best powerlifters out there, they'll be stretching for like 20 minutes before they squat and deadlift and anything.
I believe it.
And then they'll stretch afterwards too. Because it really helps. But a lot of people just don't have time though.
Yeah, I think time is what definitely eliminates people from doing it.
Mm-hmm.
So then I'll work out for like an hour and a half and like, oh shoot, I'm being here for this long. I'm just like, all right, I'm dipping. Like, you know, I'm out.
And then you just have responsibilities and shit you gotta do.
Yeah. Like I'll have work or something, or like gotta come back, feed my dog. She's sleeping over here. Well, anyways, I think we're gonna wrap this up for this episode. Thanks for joining us. We're gonna kill this is our main dish right here, our deluxe. This is as good as Dick's can make it.
What kind of sauce is this?
I think it's just mayo.
Mayo?
Yeah.
Okay. Looks super green.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's this tartar sauce. Could be some tartar sauce in there.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah. Anyways, thanks for joining us, guys. We're gonna finish our food here.
Yep.
Kick it. We'll see you guys on the next episode.
Yep. Tune in next time.
What do you call that? Subscribe, like, comment,
Hit
whatever.
the bell.
Hit the bell, and I don't know, share.
Share to your friends,
Yeah.
family, anyone
Anyways.
who is somewhat interested.
Low-key, like for us doing this, like we don't really have a big goal. We're just doing it for fun, honestly. Just like fucking around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but that's cool though. If like someone like important watches this and they're like, "Oh, this is funny," like just holler at me, like email or I don't know. That'd be cool too, I guess. But anyways, peace.